All right, so it was announced yesterday evening that the Utah Mammoth will host the Colorado Avalanche in the 2027 Winter Classic, and I'm just gonna say right off the bat, this is amazing. One of the biggest issues with this year's Winter Classic is it just didn't have that traditional wintry feel being in South Florida. This fixes all that. You look at the University of Utah's football stadium where the game will be played, it's in the mountains, you've got the scenery, it's the perfect location for a Winter Classic. Looking at the teams, first the Mammoth, it'll be just their third year in Utah, obviously, but I think they're building something great over there. They've got some very exciting players. The organization is clearly very dedicated to building a great hockey culture, and I have no doubt they'll ace hosting and marketing this Winter Classic. And as for Colorado, it should be very self explanatory. One of the most exciting and successful teams of the past 5 years. They've got multiple exciting superstars in McKinnon, Natchez, Makar. I was thinking of a list for some of the best matchups for Winter Classic, and Utah and Colorado is one of my top ones. Because while this year's Winter Classic had a decent matchup as far as the teams themselves between the Panthers and Rangers, last year's between the Blues and Blackhawks was terrible. Both teams were mid or bad, and the matchup just felt so boring with both teams having been to multiple Winter Classics and having even played each other in a Winter Classic before. So the past couple of years, you had either a bad matchup or a bad location, but next year you'll have two very exciting, very relevant teams who've never been to a Winter Classic before. And like I said, the location's great being in the mountains. This should definitely be a great Winter Classic. But yeah, you're excited for this like I am. Do you disagree and think it's a bad choice? Let me know in the comments.